How's it going, guys? Will here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at what I keep in my travel tech bag and why I prefer to keep it minimalist. So, first up, we have the bag. Now, my current bag of choice is this Wenger bag. Up until I started using this bag, when I would travel, I would always take two bags. First would be a rucksack full of all my luggage, so clothes, toothpaste, all essentials that I'll need. Inside that rucksack, I would also have this laptop sleeve. Then I would take an additional camera bag with me. Now, this was a workable system. However, I always want to be able to minimize what I'm taking with me, so having one bag was always ideal. Some of the things I like about this bag in particular are, first of all, its size. This thing is pretty massive. Like, look at that. It has a bunch of dedicated pockets that I can use to protect smaller items, as well as a dedicated laptop sleeve, and it still has room for all my camera gear. I do still have a separate storage solution for my camera gear, and we are going to be talking about that in a bit. But yeah, overall, for the main bag, this is pretty much perfect for me. Another thing, it's very, very heavy duty. Okay, next, we got my laptop. So this is the 2013 13-inch MacBook Pro. And if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, then you may have already seen the video I made on this thing. The main things I bought this laptop for were programming in Xcode and making music in Logic. I've stopped using Xcode at this point. Honestly, I do just prefer Visual Studio. But I've also been using this for a little bit of portable video editing. Now, that right there is the reason why I kind of regret not getting the 15-inch. But as long as I set it up right, this thing is absolutely fine. In fact, I use this thing every single time I make a video. Being able to view my script on a large screen and record my audio directly into this, absolutely incredible. For traveling, the small size and the lightweight make this thing one of the best options for me. And yeah, overall, I really like it. Okay, so the next thing I have in my bag is, of course, my phone. I usually take this thing with me everywhere I go. If you want to see what I keep on this phone and how I set it up for digital minimalism, then I have done a video up there. But yeah, using this phone to its full ability does help me minimize my daily carry. And so especially whenever I travel, I do take this thing with me. Now, something I use both at home and on the go is this Magic Mouse. If I'm gonna be away for any length of time, I usually do chuck this thing in my bag. Honestly, at this point, I've given up on trying to find the perfect mouse. I know there's got to be an alternative to this thing. I'm yet to try the new MX Masters, but honestly, I've been using this thing for a year. I'm used to it now, and realistically, it's a pretty good mouse. The first thing I really like about it is the gesture control on top. Incredible for editing, but by far my favorite feature on this mouse is the charge time. Say I'm on the go. I want to get some editing done. Oh crap, the mouse is flat. Go to plug it in. In 2 minutes, this mouse will have 9 hours of battery life. That is nuts. I actually didn't know about this till recently. Honestly though, I think that's kind of crazy. Granted, ergonomically, it does take some getting used to. I have fairly small hands, so it's not really an issue. That said, there are infinitely more comfortable mice on the market. The small form factor is useful because it means I can just slip it into one of the pockets in my bag that I previously mentioned. I think for my use case, the Magic Mouse was a solid choice. Following on from this, we get a pair of headphones. So for my everyday carry, I do like to keep the AirPods. However, when I'm traveling, these are definitely my go-tos. So these are the Status Audio CB1s. They're studio headphones, so they have a really flat sound signature. And honestly, for editing, these are fantastic. As I said before, they're nice and neutral. They do have a good level of detail. And for editing, as well as listening in a high quality, these things are a solid choice. They're also super comfortable. I've edited with these things on for hours with minimal ear fatigue. And yeah, overall, Status Audio CB1s definitely going in the bag. Okay, so next we got camera gear. Now, in recent months, the amount of gear that I bring with me has taken a considerable hit. I try to only bring stuff that I know I'm gonna need, which is usually 2 lenses and 1 camera body. I do often throw in little accessories like the Gorilla Pod and always a microphone, but for the most part, my travel camera gear setup is fairly sparse. Now, since I downsized, I can fit all of my travel gear into this Manfrotto shoulder bag. I bought it a few years ago, and inspired by that new Peter McKinnon bag, I decided to go for this almost like, you remember those, I think they're called Russian nesting dolls? This not only keeps all of my camera gear protected, but it also means that if I just want to take my camera out for a couple of hours, I can just grab that Manfrotto shoulder bag, sling it over my shoulder, and go get some shots. For my main camera, I use the Panasonic GH5. This has been my main camera for around 8 months now, and honestly, I love it. It can shoot 4K at 60 FPS in a really high quality. I also love the 120 FPS slow-mo, and the highlight roll-off is smooth, so I know in all environments, I can get some really nice images with this camera. Granted, I am still a little drawn to the Canon side of things. For all its flaws, the 70D was a phenomenal camera. Overall, at the moment though, the GH5 is still the best choice for me, and as I said, in the time I've been using it, it's been really good. As for my lenses, I usually take 2 lenses. Nowadays, they're both native, and the first lens that I always take with me is the 20-60. Yeah, wide shots, tele shots, this thing can do it all. It's weather sealed, fantastic for vlogging, nice and sharp, and overall, this is probably my most used lens. For faster shots, I use the Panasonic 25mm. Great value fast lens. Honestly, it's almost like the Micro Four Thirds equivalent of like the nifty 50 from Canon. For not very much money, it does provide a really nice compression and depth of field effect. Unfortunately, it isn't weather sealed though, so I do have to be careful with this thing in wet weather. That said, it still produces a stunning image, and overall, this kit is all I need. As I said, all this fits into the Manfrotto bag. I generally keep the zoom lens on the camera with the prime in the separate compartment, and as of now, this system works for me. The final piece of tip I always take with me whenever I travel is the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, I love this console. It's easily my favorite current gen console for casual gaming, and other than the Nintendo Switch, I don't really play games. Yeah, if I'm traveling and want some easy entertainment, I'll usually go for the Switch. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now, this isn't a fixed list of things I just take. Obviously, if I'm going away for any length of time, I'm going to be taking clothes, medicines, anything that I'll actually need, but this is definitely just a base on what I actually carry. But I do find packing what I'm actually going to use to be the most helpful base point, instead of just chucking like everything in, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not exactly the best at keeping track of things. I think the worst example of this is me losing an entire case of DS cartridges. All of my favorite games, there was Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, a bunch of Mario games, I think, all gone. That was such a shame. I did manage to buy Pokemon Blue Rescue Team again. Seeing as Heart Gold goes for, I think, £300 now, we are getting off topic. So yeah, that's what I keep in my minimal tech bag. All right, guys, so as usual, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this, and smash that subscribe button. My hair's gone like that. I'm done for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.